1 in 4. That is the number of American high school students who use vape and e-cigarette products, according to a 2019 survey. Vaping is the act of inhaling and exhaling a heated aerosol vapor produced by an e-cigarette or other vapor product. This vapor may contain nicotine, flavoring, and other chemicals. The number of teens who vape is rising exponentially. In fact, it is up from 11% in 2017. The rise can be attributed due to vaping's discreetness and how easily teens are targeted by its advertising. States and officials have begun to combat this rise in order to prevent future nicotine addiction and other related health issues. You may be asking what teen vaping is. You may want to know why we should be concerned. According to the Brown Center Chalkboard, over 5 million American youth are currently using e-cigarettes, primarily Juul brand products. Of these 5 million, nearly 1 million teens claim to use these products daily. These numbers should be shocking purely because of the number of serious health impacts that these products can cause. First, these products can cause severe lung and heart diseases, which can lead to further sicknesses and even death. Second, Juuls and other vapor products contain dangerous chemicals such as acetaldehyde, acrolein, and formaldehyde, which have all been linked to various lung and cardiovascular diseases. Finally, and probably the most shocking and concerning, many of these products contain extremely high levels of nicotine, which put today's youth at risk for developing a severe addiction. Nicotine is a stimulant which speeds up the heart rate, increases blood pressure, and can contribute to the hardening of the arteries. By exposing themselves to these dangerous chemicals and substances, teens run the risk of damaging several critical parts of their brain. These parts of their brain are the parts that control attention, impulses, moods, and behaviors. After hearing about all of these dangerous side effects and health risks, we have to ask why so many teens are becoming addicted. The Truth Initiative, an organization which is working to help people live tobacco-free lives, says that teens may be using them due to the wide range and availability of flavors like mint or fruit. They also say that teens believe that they are less harmful than other tobacco products, which is just not true. Others speculate the reason these products are so attractive to teens is that they can be very discreet. Many vape pens can actually be made to look like simple USB devices or flash drives. This reason is truly speculation, but it has gained traction over the recent years. I took a moment to interview a fellow USM student who vapes and ask him what his reasons behind vaping were. He said that he regularly began vaping in July, but actually started vaping in his junior year of high school. When asked why he started, he stated that he began when he was going through a breakup and was looking for some form of comfort. Another reason he started regularly was because he could finally legally buy it and just wanted to now that he had been doing it since his junior year. As you can see, there is an abundance of reasons why teens may begin to vape, and many have completely different reasons. What we can also see is a need for some kind of control over this growing epidemic. So far, states and government leaders have begun to combat this problem. According to the Brown Center Chalkboard, President Trump suggested ways to combat this issue, including a ban on flavored e-cigarette products in a September 2019 meeting. However, he has seemingly taken a weaker stance amid fallout with his voters. This very same action was actually taken in 8 states last year. These states include Massachusetts, Michigan, Montana, New York, Oregon, Rhode Island, Utah, and Washington. This action banned the selling of any flavored nicotine products other than those made to taste like tobacco. This was done in the hope that teens would be less willing to purchase these nicotine-flavored products over the more attractive flavors like fruit or mint. This solution does pose its own problems, however. With the ban comes the loss of jobs and businesses that workers depended on for their livelihoods. As our president most recently said, the cure cannot be worse than the problem. Though he was talking about a very different problem, the statement still applies. We must find a way to curb this epidemic that isn't harmful to those depending on the sale for their livelihoods. Another of Trump's proposed responses was to raise the minimum age of purchase from 18 to 21. Last year, the House Energy and Commerce Committee passed a bill that would ban flavored tobacco products, raise the minimum age of purchase, and restrict the online sale of products. After the bill was passed, President Trump continued to meet with vaping industry executives and public health advocates, so it is unclear how future regulations will unfold. Many experts believe that federal action to curb the vaping epidemic will fall short on many metrics, so the job will ultimately fall on state and local governments and officials, which we have already seen as 4 states have banned vaping on school property, 7 states have banned flavored tobacco products, and 18 states have raised the legal purchase age. This problem is large and encompasses many, but we must trust that health and government officials will do what is right and will combat the issue. As we have seen, the problem of teen vaping has grown exponentially in recent years and will continue to grow. Over 5 million American youth are using vapor products, some almost daily, for a variety of reasons that range from comfort to their discreetness. I have also told you of how our federal and local governments have chosen, if loosely, to try to combat the problem. What is clear is that this epidemic must be fought. Only time will tell what our federal government, local governments, and we as a people can do to help curb this growing problem.